Yes, we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I don't know somewhere, but just going here. Representing for Full Sports TV. Small panel tonight. Black Star. Where are you?
Right here, no, brother. How we say? Jamaica, land of beauty, you know. We promise faithfully to serve him with our talents, you know. And right now, as I say, happy independence to everybody down the yard and abroad, you know. It's a great day to be a Jamaican. Although it's a great day to be a Jamaican every day. So,
All right.
you know?
All right. Yeah, man. Happy Independence. I don't know. To all the real Jamaican, them, you know, because some of them sell out and go
Some
on.
Jamaicans.
Yeah.
None of them one day.
Not them one day. Yeah, we got the real one, them, you know. Like the athletes, them now at Tokyo who put them life at risk for just to represent and so the flag can fly high. You understand?
It's no definitely, because you know it's we're still in the middle of a pandemic, and just the fact that the athletes are over there and trying their best, there's a lot of protocols they have to observe, trying to keep themselves safe for themselves, but just so that they also can represent the country and so we all can feel proud.
Yeah.
Most of us who participate in this live, we are all living overseas. For the most part. And when we walk down the street, we're proud, proudness.
Proud.
Fuck, and walking with Jamaican shirt them.
Yeah.
Everybody see we are know.
We're just out.
Yeah, man.
Because a certain country, a sprint giant and is, I don't think they win any sprint gold medal.
Well, there's only one sprint giant in the world in Jamaica. The rest of them are sprint babies. So what sprint giant you talk about? And we are the giant for that, man.
Yeah, but yeah, we definitely represent, especially the females. The man them represent, but the females them outclass everybody else. Like they're cut above everything else.
But it has been for a while now, because apart from the fact that Usain Bolt for the last couple of years had risen up and give us some excellent moments, and the last one from 2007 when he started him stuff to now, it has been tremendous. So last about 13-year span, on 10-year span, you have to call it. Yeah, it was tremendous what Jamaican was doing whenever them hit the stage. And right now we have missed a shining light, and the king. But the ladies keep carrying the flag, and if we look back in history, well, in most recent history, so if you start look back from the late 80s, the 90s, you start talk about Merlin Atty, you start talk about Diane Hemmings, you start talk about Melanie Walker, you start talk about Grace Jackson Small, and them names they start forward out, because we have had some tremendous females over the years, and sometimes I don't think we give them as much credit as they deserve and as much big up, but the females have been carrying the flag for Jamaica in athletics for a while, and it's well deserved that they're the ones in the spotlight right now, because Bolt does cast a big shadow over everybody. When he was there, he took a lot of the attention, but the females have always been there. If you look at it, Shelley and won back-to-back 100 meter 2008 and 2012, and then 2016 and 2021 Elaine forward and do the same thing. That is not something easy. That is something tremendous. So yeah, man, the females have been repping Jamaica for a while, man, and it's just great to see them continue to do it.
Yeah. Even me personally want big up all of the athletes, even if them no medal. Them go represent. So may I big up all of the athlete them. Every single one.
No, man, definitely. And there's a thing what if you've been around athletics long enough and you understand it. There's a lot of our athletes who went to the Olympics and who didn't medal, but they did PBs. It's a PB for your athlete is almost as good as a medal, because when an athlete go to compete and they perform and do a PB, that means that they have performed better than they have ever performed anywhere, anytime in their life. You can't ask for more than that. Like Christopher Taylor in the 400 meter, he ran and I think he came in like 6, but it was a PB. So when I look at that, they say he did more than what he has ever done in his history. You know, so no matter if
That's all I can ask for.
you know, but that PB is something that you have to commend the athlete. That means that full effort was there, you know.
Yeah.
That little young boy in the 100 meter civil, you know, I like to see those performances. That's why I think people like Tapa so much, or Tapa in the 100 meter hurdles for the ladies. You know, people like those performances because personal bests are being made, and that means the athlete is giving everything that they have. You know, and you have to commend them. And listen, man, even the one who come last, you know, you see somebody gonna make it a final. And if you come 8th in the final, that means that you are the 8th best person in the world. How can you then try to say anything at all against that person? You know? And look, there are over 7 billion people in the world now, man, and you are the 8th best one. That's what it's saying now, man. When you come 8th in the Olympics, you know, when you made the final, you know. So those are those achievements. And sometimes I don't think we are fair to the athletes, and I don't think we give them enough credit for just the fact that they are there. You know, just making qualifying time is enough.
I think you see the fact that especially with this generation, you see because Usain Bolt and Shelley spoil we used to winning. It just become that nature where we expect say we always gonna get the gold medal.
Yeah, man. But it was a golden generation, and we all should know that. We all should accept that and realize that. Listen, me. This was a golden generation that we just passed through, and it's gonna take a little while to rebuild. You know? We all follow all different type of sports. You know, we remember when Man U was winning everything. I know they can't win anything at all. We remember when Liverpool was winning everything, and then they got 30 years without winning a league. We remember when the Lakers were winning back-to-back titles, and then they can't win. Boston was a world a superpower. What? You know, different teams, and you have to rebuild. You have to rebuild. You know, you don't just move from one and continue that at that same level. So sometimes you do take a dip. So what you have to look on and say, what's there in the pipeline? And right now, it's not as what we'd want it to be. But we know that there are some talent still being coming through in Jamaica, and eventually, because we have the pedigree, I think the cream will rise to the top again.
Good point to make, because today I think Italy win the 4x1, right?
Tremendous run.
From me, I watch track and field, and now at the first time they ever see Italy win a sprint.
Italy, they have never won. This is the first one they've ever won. This is the first they've won any gold medal in one of these sprints, I think, since the 1930s, them said. You know? So, but again, it's Italy, and to say that again, Italy has been having the greatest summer. This summer for Italy is the summer of all summers, you know? The fact that they went and win the Euros, nobody was believing that they were going to win the Euros, and you know, people went to the Olympics. In track and field now, Italy have 5 medals. They have 5 gold medals. They haven't won a silver or bronze in track and field. They have 5 gold medals in track and field. Really? That's the 5 medals they have. Yeah, so it's a great one for Italy. I think Italy is doing really well, you know. And I just cannot understand what Great Britain was doing. Great Britain had the win in their hand, and they made a guy who was no name just run them down. You know, Jamaica again. I just don't know. We need to work on our button change. It was hard. It was horrible.
It was horrible, and it's been horrible for a minute. But the fact that we have so much talent, it go unnoticed. You know.
That's true. I remember when we won when we set the world record for the 4x1 for men. Literally, they were turning around and looking back and making sure the button get in their hand before they run off. Imagine if they were running and actually putting their hand back and somebody said reach and the button reach in their hand and they must keep running. It would be, the world record would be at a level where no one will ever get it back in history, because we had the runners to do that. But we had to run so cautious. All they were saying is that if we get it around, we are going to win. So they were more important. What in their mind was saying, get it around, you know, and we will win the race. Because the only thing going to beat us is if we fumble or drop the button or do some fooling with it. And again, if we had gotten the button around properly today, if we just had just decent, just regular changeovers, we would have won a medal. I'm not sure we would have won it, but we'd have won a medal. A great changeover would have won the goal. But just decent changeover would have won a medal easily.
Easy. Anyway, enough time on the Olympics. This should be a quick live. We're gonna shift gears and talk about the. Some people have him as the GOAT, some people have him as the second best. Either way, Lionel Messi finally decided to walk away from Barcelona. Your thoughts?
It's a bit harsh, though.
Your thoughts?
Well, it's a sad day. It's a sad day. A lot of people have been saying that they want to see Messi move on to another team to go test himself in another league. But there's a thing about legends and a thing about loyalty. You know, I've been a Laker fan since I've been watching basketball. And the fact that Kobe Bryant played for the Lakers the entire career didn't diminish him at all. The fact that Magic Johnson played his entire career for the Lakers didn't diminish him at all. And I didn't see it as a case where the fact that Messi played for Barcelona alone, it was any knock against him. Not because his main rival, Cristiano Ronaldo, has moved from league to league and team to team. You can look at it in multiple different ways. And I thought that it was...
People criticize him for that, say he won't go play for one club.
Yeah, you know, and again, I say personally, I never see it as a shortcoming. I saw it just as a person being loyal and a legend who loves his team and wants to be there. He didn't move on. It was a catastrophe from the hierarchy at Barcelona. They basically have the club in a situation where in any other place they would have to file for bankruptcy. Because that's how bad they have financially run Barcelona over the last couple of years. They are actually broke. A club that makes, I think, the second most money in the world is actually broke because they have been dishing it out more than what they have been getting. It has come to the fore where La Liga said this cannot continue anymore. And until you get your house in order, you cannot continue to spend money the way that you have been spending it. And such, they are unable to sign Messi. Messi wants to stay. Barcelona want him to stay. Even La Liga want Messi to stay inside here. But where does it end? Where do you draw the line? And I think La Liga draw the line, and they had to, because they need to bring some sanity back in football and how these people run these clubs. Yeah, it's amazing that some of these people who are running these clubs have MBAs and masters and PhDs. Now, these are the level of people who manage some of these clubs and give advice. And you imagine that they are the ones who run a club like this into financial ruin, and that they lose the GOAT from them team because they just could not be responsible individuals. It's ridiculous.
It was coming. It was written in the picture. It was written like it was just a matter of time when it was gonna happen. You know, Shane brought this up on the blog a couple years back, and he mentioned say if him was Barcelona, he would have got rid of Messi and get the money where he can get and rebuild the team. Now, if Messi say Messi gone right now, right? In my opinion, them still have a decent enough team to compete for the La Liga. I don't think it's enough to compete for the likes of Champions League and all of that. But them still have a pretty decent team. But financially, them should have never, ever, ever make this happen to the club. I think other than Arsenal, I'm gonna say no other else club not run like that.
Well, I don't know. You got to jump for Arsenal. I want to leave Arsenal alone, man. Leave your club alone, man. Because Arsenal actually run them club financially responsible. And maybe that's the problem we don't have with Arsenal, because they are financially responsible club and don't overextend themselves beyond what they can do. I've heard Shane with that argument before, but I think is maybe he's just not a sentimental guy. And look at this context. If you are hanging over a cliff right now and your son is there with you and your son get caught in a situation, listen, man, the choice may be your son may fall, and the other choice may be if you cut off one of his hand, you may save his life. Listen, man, you're not gonna cut your son off, man. You're not gonna cut his hand off because you love your son. That's like Messi and La Liga. That's like Messi and Barcelona. Imagine the president of Barcelona who decide to sell Messi. That man would probably be shot. It's not even that you don't run out of the club. It's probably shot. You go sell Messi? Who could do that? Who dare sell Messi, the greatest player of all time? It was never gonna happen. The only way Messi was ever gonna leave Barcelona is if he decided that I am gonna go, which he was way too loyal to want to do it. Even though last year when he was kicking up a storm, I think it was more because he was frustrated more than say he wanted to leave. And it was never going to happen. Who can be? Tell me the leader of Barcelona, the president, who's going to say, oh, I'm going to sell Messi because it is time. That man would have been shot in the street. And nobody would send him the person who do it to jail.
But no, Blacks, you have to think about the future of the club. Like, Messi cannot play forever.
I agree.
You have to start planning ahead of time and say, look, okay, I think the ball have 2 more years or 3 more years. Let's make the plan. Let's put plans in effect when him reach this age or achieve this, we have a plan for move him on and bring in replacements. Because all they've been doing for the past 5 years is bringing players in for the system. They might build a team around him pretty much.
No, I know, but and that's where I disagree with you. That is the problem, what they haven't done over the years. They haven't built the team properly around him. You went and brought in Coutinho, who plays this basically the same position. That means all Coutinho plays.
But the team bringing who him want.
But wait, no. That's what I say. It was poor building of the team. It was poor building of the team. Coutinho plays a similar position to Messi. Or the way Coutinho plays, and how you get the best of Coutinho is to actually play him where Messi plays. When him Griezmann, similar scenario. Again, you spend a lot of money on him, you brought him in, but again, similar scenario where he plays the same place, or his best position is probably where Messi is, or being the focal point of a team. That's not building around Messi. What you needed to do is bring players who complemented Messi, not replace Messi while he was still there. If they had done that properly, they would not have been in this situation.
But when if the rumors are true, is Messi send them go buy who he want?
But that's when the adults in the room are supposed to stand up and do the right thing. You see, selling Messi is different from telling him, say, no, I'm going to build the right team around it. That's a completely different thing. Look at Barcelona right now. And some of these players also have to take the blame, because you can't just blame Barcelona, no, because some of these players are ridiculous. Memphis Depay, Kun Aguero, they're going to Barcelona. Everyone and their mother know that Barcelona don't have any money. And you tell me, say, oh no, I always want to play for Barcelona. I'm going to go there and they're going to pay me all this money. You tell me, say, no one told them that, oh, they actually don't have any money to pay you? It's ridiculous. Like, you wonder where their heads are. You wonder how they come up with these things that they say, oh, I'm going to Barcelona, I'm going to go do this, I'm going to go do that. Barcelona has been broke. It has been out there for the last year and a half that Barcelona is a club that's broke. But Kun is going to run his contract, have all different places that could go. Oh, I'm going to go to Barcelona. To do what? What are they going to pay his
friend? To play with his friend.
But that doesn't make logical sense if the club can't pay you. If they can't afford you, they can't even afford their friend. Why are you going there to do? You know, but again, there's so much different parts to it. But honestly, last year was the best opportunity Barcelona had. Last year was when they could have gotten millions, hundreds of millions to Messi, and also players. You know, Manchester City, they were saying last year, was willing to pay over 100 million, plus people like Bernardo Silva and some other players. They were willing to throw inside the pot there to sweeten the deal. Manchester City wanted to throw a lot of players in there last year. If Barcelona had taken that, they would have been in perfect situation right now. But they didn't, you know. But again, who's going to be the person who's going to say, yes, I'm going to sell Messi? Nobody's going to do that. But Messi gave him away out last year and they didn't take it.
They sure did. But just for play, you wanna go over some of the achievements or?
Oh yeah, man. But no, Messi. Again,
win everything.
This is the reason. If you look at Messi's highlights, just his highlights, 6 Ballon d'Or, 2-time best FIFA Men's Player of the Year, 2-time UEFA Men's Player of the Year, 8-time La Liga best player, 10-time La Liga champion, 4-time Champions League champion, 14-time he made the FIFA Pro 11, and 11-time he made the UEFA Team of the Year. Just that alone, that is a spectacular career.
Him resume look colorful.
My resume is loaded, man. It's like, I don't know which professional resume writer I got to write it, but I don't want that person to write my resume, because that's just tremendous.
Colorful.
Tremendous.
Colorful.
Tremendous.
And alright, say enough for Messi.
Well, I don't think we have said enough, because you can never say enough about Messi. That's one thing. So I'm sure if Greg was
for this live, we have said enough.
Well, the one thing though, which I want to say before, the argument that is, the rumors right now is that he is in conversation with PSG, to join up with PSG. Imagine Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe being on the same team. You have Sergio Ramos running around there and Gini Wijnaldum and all this.
No.
Imagine that.
Pause a second. Messi and Ramos on the same team.
On the same team. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. I think Ramos is gonna have some flashback sometime. I'm just gonna tackle him just for old time. I'm just gonna tackle him for old time's sake. It's amazing.
Don't be surprised if he say Messi get injured at training.
but Bojo, the one thing I'm actually wondering about now, because for the last 10 years, basically, La Liga has been Barcelona and Real Madrid, and that has been driven by Messi versus Ronaldo. Ronaldo left a few years ago. Messi was still there. What is going to be the calling card for La Liga right now, without a Lionel Messi? Because it was always a top-heavy league. It was always a league where you have Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Atletico Madrid. They are the champions. You can't just disrespect them. But is a very top-heavy league. They don't pull in the same amount of viewership. They don't pull in the league-wide, I'm talking about. They don't pull in the same amount of sponsorship like what the Premier League pull in and stuff like that. Imagine a Barcelona without Messi, a Real Madrid without Ronaldo. How is La Liga gonna be a league that is considered to be the upper echelon anymore without those players?
You know what was the talk before the rivalry? I gonna step up to Mbappe, Haaland, Mbappe, right? But this is the funny part. Neither one can afford neither of the players.
Well, the only good thing about it, and you say that because there is a possibility. Mbappe hasn't signed his new contract. So he actually can leave PSG for free next year. And Haaland next year, his release class dropped to 75 million, which I think they can afford. So it is possible for that next year, but this year is going to be a dead year. Yeah, this year is going to be a dead year, but next year there's a possibility. And if those two players want to go and rekindle that rivalry, I think there's a possibility that next year may be the year, where one of them can go. Because, as I said, Mbappe can go for free and Haaland can go for $75 million next year. And that is what I think both of them are sitting and crossing their fingers and hoping to happen right now, because they just cannot afford the Galacticos. They cannot sell the players that they have because, again, the players are wages that nobody's going to take on. And the players are not going to give away the money for free. So that's the best chance they have right now, is that if Mbappe continues to run down his contract and leave next year, and Haaland decide that, I'm going to go to one of those teams for 75 million next year. That's what the chance.
If Messi got PSG and start overshadow Mbappe, he might go left.
You think so?
Yeah.
If Mbappe wants to be the man, which we all know that he wants to be, he will probably leave it through. I think the important thing is that if he goes there and they win the Champions League this year, would that be saying to Mbappe, I've done all I can here, so I should move on? Or you can say, no, that I've done it here, I don't need to go anywhere because I can win it here. I don't know which of those is going to be start process.
I don't know.
Yeah,
you just have to wait and see.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. It sees it's on the verge. It's right on the corner. Yeah. It's important. I want to see where he goes. I personally wish he had moved on to Chelsea I'd love to see my Chelsea.
One of them leagues start today, right?
I think the French league start today, I think.
French league, yeah.
How much will it start today? Yeah, but it's amazing.
I think Angers and Nice, no?
I didn't think Czech would play, but I know that I think it started.
Yeah, I think it started, man.
Which is great. You know, football is back.
Yeah. Well, I'm not so excited.
Why not? Why wouldn't you be excited? Arsenal is spending $50 million on a defender. Why wouldn't you be excited?
I would rather them take that $50 million there and spend on a number 6 or a number 10.
But that's what you would rather, but that doesn't say that that's what's going to happen, man. There was a great buy, great young
Arsenal have at least about 10 centre backs.
What? Because they asked me if I don't want Messi at Liverpool. Listen, man, I know which pan Liverpool swims in, and it's not that same one. You know, I know what they're swimming, and it is not the same thing, Biko. There's no way Messi and Liverpool are a match made in heaven financially, because these guys just don't like to spend money. Imagine they have money and $100,000 a year, a week still. You know. So if that's what, and Salah is at 200,000 and Messi requires $1 million a week, what are you talking about? That's never gonna happen at Liverpool, man.
You know, fans are all in a Anfield Stadium.
And it wouldn't be fans. It doesn't matter. The owners will just never do something like that. You know, it's just they just won't.
Like over there, England, the Community Shield.
Don't really care about it. Don't really. It's not a trophy for me. It just mark the beginning of football. That football is gonna be back the next week after. It's not a trophy for me. It's just to me it's a preseason game that people go out and kick the ball around, and that's why I look at it. I don't really care about it. It will be good to see Manchester City team, how they line up, how them set up out there. You know, there's something going on with Sterling. Will he be staying? Will he be going? Will he be signing a new contract? They have signed Jack Grealish for $100 million. You know, will he be in that lineup?
I don't think he will be playing.
Yeah, he probably won't be playing, but you know, you're kind of from the team perspective, look and say, you know, to see how easy he's gonna fit in that team. Kun Aguero has been there for the last 10 years. He was there, and you know, the best period in their history. He was the protagonist who helped to kick off most of that. I know what will the team be now without him, has been that person who we all, most of us who follow City or watch City have late, it's the constant we have known has been Kun Aguero. He has been there. You know, most people, you know, younger people who have been watching football, you know, that's what they remember. So what is this team gonna look like? They have lost some leaders over the last couple of years. You know, the Vincent Kompany moving out and stuff like that. You know, those are players. You know, remember they didn't replace him after I leave, and David Silva, you know, but you have the young boy who came up, Foden, who has played good since he has stepped into that Silva role. You know, Leicester, switching over to them and looking at them, they signed that young man Daka from the same team that Haaland used to be in Salzburg. You know, what will he be? Will he hit the ground running? He's a goal scoring machine also. He was scoring.
They take a tough blow though.
Huh? Yeah, Fofana. They lost him in preseason. Yeah, that is gonna be a tough blow. But one thing we haven't seen with Leicester over the last couple of years, they have exactly. They have been finding defenders. They have been losing them and just finding them just the same way. Yeah. So I respect Leicester's recruitment, that they will have appropriate cover for them, and they're coaching also, because they've been coaching the guys up, you know. So it's gonna go. It's gonna be nice to see that. I said, from a perspective of football being back and people gonna kick some ball again. Then yeah, it's great. But it doesn't mean anything at all.
And it's your favorite time of the year too.
Which that?
You get to play fantasy.
Oh, fantasy is, yeah, that is true. That is true. Because you know, so I am the fantasy champion, and I won it last year.
You're finally with it.
Oh, but listen, man, it's bad luck across the 2 years.
Hey,
2 years before I was leading all the way down to the end, and then I made some bad choices at the last game week. This year I decided that I was gonna win this thing. So
you take your 3 times to win it. You finally win it.
But but again, the first time I played fantasy and I came in there and I beat up all of you, I came third.
All of
you. The first time I played fantasy was World Cup fantasy and I came and I win it. So what are you talking about? I'm the best thing y'all seen.
I'm not count World Cup fantasy.
But it doesn't matter. You see, that's me. If me and Zane go in the backyard right now, we start kick a ball. Every goal we score, we count it. We count everything, man. What are you talking about? We count everything.
Yeah, but me not even have a team yet.
Travis, Leicester go lose.
Yeah, they
may lose, but I don't. Again, as I said, it doesn't mean anything at all if Leicester lose. It doesn't mean anything at all if City win or they lose. It's a pre-season match. It's just like Liverpool just beat Bologna yesterday or day before yesterday. It doesn't mean anything at all. It's that's how I look at it. It doesn't really make any difference if Leicester win or lose.
Yeah, man, a pre-season thing, man. But what 30 minutes, yeah, man, right on cue, man.
Yeah.
You have anything else you wanna add before we wrap up?
Well, I would say the greatest thing is that the Olympics is still going on. Jamaica is still flying high. We were at one point we were wondering if we were gonna get all these medals, but then the girls
participating in any other events?
The girl, yeah, tomorrow we have the 4x4. Men and women, which we have a chance in the ladies to do something, and the men, I'm not sure. Again, we have not been sure about some of these guys of late. But you know, it's fun, and you know, it's Independence Day today. We had a great Independence. We wake up and we see the girls and do the thing again. So, I had a great Independence. Put it that way, and I know that a lot of people in Jamaica had a great one too. Now,
because it did off. People like needed that work.
Hey, well. I work from home today, so that was a great thing.
But anyways, we're going to tune into the game tomorrow, you know. We're going to look out for Leicester new signing. I know Man City prize asset probably be on the bench. I watch. But, yeah, we are going to tune into the game tomorrow.
See, where we are rep. And this we are rep right now. Right now, I'm not even care about Leicester City or anything. Right now, my mind, they are Jamaica.
Yeah, happy Independence, everybody. I don't know. Happy Independence. But that's the show, guys. Thanks for tuning in. You don't know, it was a quick one tonight, you know. Hopefully, we can keep the rest in the future between 30 to 40 minutes. But you don't know, so when we have sports with expand on each topic, that's not possible. But anyway, big up yourself. Sports with Jiggy Dan and Shane Kirby. All of the panelists who normally there who's not here. It's your boy who just came representing for Full Sports TV. Y'all be safe. Out.
Yeah, man.